Hundreds of students took to the streets in Mumbai, Nagpur, and other places in the state to demand cancellation of offline board examinations for classes 10 and 12 after a video of Vikas Phatak went viral. The 41-year-old YouTuber, along with an alleged aide Ikrar Khan, was produced before the court and remanded in police custody till February 4th. Officials of the state education department reiterated that the exam will be held and that it will be in the traditional paper and pen offline format.
For the last few weeks, there has been a concerted demand from a certain group of students. It initially began with a campaign on social media where students had been demanding, requesting the education minister to cancel the board exams. So there have been primarily a demand that either the board exams be cancelled or that they be cancelled in its present format. In the present format, the state board here, the Maharashtra State Board, has declared that the exams will be held in offline mode, pen and paper exams. So the students have been, demanding that the pen and paper exam should be cancelled over a period of time when the students, momentum started building up. There was an appeal from a social media influencer to the students to go and protest in front of the education minister's house and to protest in various cities. So that's what happened on Monday, that the students protest uh, transitioned from social media to the streets. He is a YouTube and a social media influencer, and he had been joining in this entire social media trend and this hashtag that had been going on to cancel the board exams, and he also had been appealing. And it is said that this video, which was put out on Instagram and probably a couple of other social media handles, asking students to take to the streets and express their agitation, was by this Mr. Phatak. Last year, in the wake of COVID, they decided that the exams will be cancelled altogether, and a formula was arrived at for internal assessments. But at this present year, they decided that that's not an option at all. So first of all, one of the biggest challenge which the board officials said, which is faced before them, is the sheer number of students that we have. If you put class 10th and class 12th together in Maharashtra, there are about 32 lakh students. Like the total strength of class 10th and class 12, these are just the regular students who give the regular exams, and besides that, about 6 lakh students give the supplementary exams. There was a survey that was done last year where they tried to study how many students have access to smartphones or devices that can enable online learning. This was done by the Maharashtra State Council of Education Research and Training, and in that survey, they had found that about 30% of the kids, the students, sorry, had access to a smartphone or a device. And even then, this was not exclusive to the student. This was a probably, in a lot of cases here, the device was a shared device. So the biggest problem that you will have, that they will have while conducting the online exams here, is how to get devices available to these students. But they said that even if we get devices, the other problem that they have is network connectivity, because a lot of these schools are situated in tribal areas, remote areas, where even regular cell phone network is a great, it's a big challenge. They said at the present moment, it's an impossible task. So the other problem that they told me was that in setting up of the question papers. So if they have to change an entire exam pattern in an online mode of examination, you need to have a more objective and an MCQ based question paper pattern. But in the present format that we have examinations, in offline format, pen paper examinations, it's more of subjective based questions. So which means that you're changing the paper pattern completely. Probably in urban areas, the challenge might be lesser because they are more attuned, or they have, these devices, or they have these means to get you. But in rural areas, that's going to be a big challenge for the students, is what the board officials have said. In my estimate, I believe that the department is very, very keen to hold offline exams for whatever reasons, and there has been a lot of thought process that has gone into this decision. It is not an off the cuff decision. However, having said that, at the same time, the both the education minister as well as the department is very well aware of the unrest that is building in a section of students, and which spilled out on the streets as well, which we saw on Monday. So I don't think it will be that easy to ignore that sentiment in the students as well. The education minister has said that she will sit down with the students and she will have a discussion over this.